In this video, you'll discover how to sell great products while doing the kind thing. Many people connect an organization's prosperity exclusively to benefit and develop. However, Daniel Lubetzky, the maker of the famous kind healthy snacks, urges organizations not exclusively to zero in on numbers yet in addition to do the kind thing. These chapters investigate the 10 focal fundamentals of doing the benevolent thing, showing you how to maintain a business that is both financially reasonable and socially significant. Figure out how practices, for example, demanding and being consistent with your image and remaining grounded in nature, will help you sell incredible items, all while improving the world. In these chapters, you'll discover what sun-dried tomato spread has to do with fashioning harmony, why transparent wrapping can procure individuals' trust, being nice to yourself, and the world is the main fundamental of the kind philosophy. Author Daniel Lubetzky constructed his organization, Kind, around the possibility of a business that was both financially feasible and socially significant. His maxim, obviously, was do the kind thing. Let's investigate how benevolence affects the creator. On one hand, generosity suggests dealing with your own body by, for example, eating well food sources or utilizing delicate makeup. Kind began by delivering its line of kind healthy snacks, which, rather than containing engineered emulsions and glues, are produced using the best entire nuts and organic products. Doing the kind thing is additionally about being benevolent to the world, a rule that formed the creator's 1994 helpful endeavor that brought Arab and Israeli innovators together to make a line of kind items. Kind demonstrated that an organization can concoct creation measures that help produce social change by building spans between individuals, even those on rival sides of a political clash. The way of thinking behind kind is to think regarding and rather than or. So openings emerge that advantage oneself as well as the world. Numerous individuals assume that a business will be either financially practical or socially significant, as though these two models were totally unrelated. In any case, this isn't the situation. Individuals should move their point of view and take the position that a business should be financially economical and socially significant. The way of thinking of kind can be applied by a wide range of business people who need to challenge their suppositions about what is genuinely feasible and fabricate organizations that are the two sorts to themselves and to the world on the loose. Kind's second and third precepts empower making energy your motivation and accomplishing it through assurance. Numerous entrepreneurs start their organizations with dreams of force and monetary profit. In any case, these objectives infrequently help them when they experience hindrances, since the excursion toward your business objectives will consistently be violent. You'll need a reason that will fuel you and keep you on target. Think about the creator's story. With a Jewish foundation and relatives who had endured in death camps during the Second World War, he is enthusiastic about making harmony. This is actually the enthusiasm that drove him to utilize one of his initial organizations to construct a tranquil, helpful connection between colleagues from Palestine, Israel, Egypt, and Turkey through the creation of a sun-dried tomato spread. The creator's energy was lined up with his business reason, giving this undertaking the backbone it required. In any event, when the business experienced difficulty making headway, in fact, making the best decision regularly requires significantly more exertion than taking the path of least resistance, so assurance is indispensable. The creator experienced numerous difficulties when firing up his own kind business, selling sound bar. In view of their excellent, his bars were more costly to deliver than his rivals' items, which contained less expensive emulsions and paste. Selling a solid bar was another test inside and out, as it was new to a market in which sound items were for all intents and purposes incomprehensible and presently couldn't seem to acquire traction. All things considered, the creator was resolved to cause his business to develop and even went house to house around the nation to sell the bars. By adhering to your qualities, you'll likewise tell clients that your image is one they can trust. Discover why this is so significant in the following chapter. Kind's fourth fundamental involves being consistent with your image to acquire your clients' trust. Any business looking for long-haul achievement should be eager to make a brand that individuals trust. However, this is just conceivable on the off chance that you stay consistent with your promise. Start by getting some information about your image that customers can depend on. The writer neglected to pose himself this inquiry when dispatching another sweet and fiery Asian teriyaki pepper spread. The exclusive Asian flavor had nothing to do with the Kind brand, which depended on Mediterranean flavors. Customers were baffled. Their trust in the brand was harmed and deals declined extensively. To maintain a strategic distance from a misstep like this, consistently remember your image while advancing, so new items are predictable with the brand character that your clients know and love. Remaining consistent with your image additionally involves zeroing in on the stores where your item performs best. The creator and his group started selling their bar with an emphasis on driving well-being food stores and forte chains. They calculated these stores may be the best fit for their item. And they were correct. At Whole Foods areas across the US, many kind bars were now and then sold in a single day. Interestingly, just a couple of bars would be sold in conventional general stores. By putting the most in those stores that truly make your item sell, you'll be guaranteeing that the clients who really care about your item are receiving its rewards. You'll additionally be bound to acquire their trust. Building up a solid, constant flow of pay and getting a profit on your venture, keeping items straightforward and grounded in nature is Kind's fifth principle. Remaining on brand while advancing in the sixth. The present commercial center is overwhelmed with efficiently made items that react to fluctuating patterns. These patterns are brief, and customer request moves appropriately. However, in the event that your items are straightforward and rational, you'll guarantee your business has resilience. This thought makes up the fifth Kind principle and is the thing that drove the creator's bar to reasonable achievement. How? Indeed. On the off chance that he had made a low-carb adaptation of the bar to get on board with the low-carb fad, he may have encountered some brief achievement. However, it wouldn't have endured, since this pattern went back and forth similarly to all customer patterns. During the 70 seconds, buyers were quick to purchase handled nourishments. However, by the 90 seconds, they were keeping watch for food sources that were grounded in nature. By keeping your item basic, you'll ensure your business isn't influenced by buyer impulses. Another approach to ensure your business continues succeeding is by remaining on brand. This will shield you from any contenders that enter the market. On the off chance that you befuddle buyers by changing your image character while improving, you'll again see a deficiency of trust among your clients, despite the fact that it's enticing. There is no requirement for you to bargain your image to stay aware of contenders. As the Kind Sound lunchrooms acquired footing, a few organizations dispatched contending items. Another contestant asserted that their lunchroom contained less sugar than the Kind bars. Rather than trading off the Kind brand by utilizing emulsions to bring down the bar's sugar content, Kind dispatched the Kind nuts and spices line. These bars had less sugar because of the expulsion of organic products, and they remained steady with the organization's inclination-grounded brand, making them a hit with buyers. Straightforward and bona fide marketing is the seventh Kind precept. Wherever we look, we're assaulted with publicizing for all way of shopper items. In spite of the fact that these advertisements guarantee more joyful lives and satisfying dreams, the items regularly just baffle us. Why? Since they can't satisfy their own showcasing. Excessive guarantees are simply one more method of harming your client's trust. In the event that your item is real and your missions are straightforward, you'll make your image more dependable than others available. Utilize your item's names, plans, and advertising to guarantee that what clients see is actually what they get. For example, one Kind item is called Dark Chocolate Cherry Cashew and not, for example, Black Forest Cake Supreme. Customers know unequivocally what's in store when they buy the item in light of the no-frills name. Kind additionally utilizes straightforward coverings, so purchasers can in a real sense see through the bundling, making it almost outlandish for them to hope for something else than what they're getting. Additionally, Kind business sectors their items with pictures that aren't adapted or romanticized, however, that essentially come clean. In the event that your image is bona fide, customers will pick your items, regardless of whether the actual items aren't awesome. All things considered, credibility has nothing to do with being great. It's tied in with adhering to what your identity is and what you put stock in. Remember the Greek yogurt fever. A few organizations endeavored to benefit from this pattern by presenting desserts and bars with a covering suggestive of Greek yogurt. In any case, this covering was far taken out from the legitimate Greek formula, in spite of the fact that many were tricked. The vast majority had the option to recognize legitimate Greek yogurt and those utilizing counterfeit flavors. Purchasers lost their trust in fake items and stayed with the credible ones. Kind's eighth precept is indicating sympathy, and its 10th is confiding in your group to lead. There's no rejecting that it feels extraordinary when somebody helps you out or offers you praise. Truth be told, you'll most likely need to invest more energy with that individual as a result of it. Why not cause your image to do something very similar by praising compassion? As a component of a special mission, Kind built up the hashtag #CanDowSome cards, which were to be passed out to individuals in broad daylight performing Kind acts. On the off chance that, for example, somebody on the team offered their seat to an old or pregnant lady and an individual from Kind spotted them, the insightful traveler would be given a hashtag #CanDowSome card with a code that could be entered on the Kind site. This code would then open a parcel of tidbits that would be shipped off the individual's location. By connecting the idea of compassion to your business, Individuals will grow amazing positive relationships with your image. What's more, obviously, if individuals have a positive relationship with your image, they're bound to buy your items. The 10th precept of maintaining a benevolent business is figuring out how to make a stride back and let your foreman. Having adroit and committed colleagues is a resource for your business. And on the off chance that you let them take the spotlight, you'll be enjoyably shocked at their capable commitments. At the 2013 National Product Expo West Career Expo, one of the world's biggest, the Creator and his kind group was introducing new items to their biggest and most steadfast retail accounts. The Creator believed that he could talk best about the item's highlights, so he got the introduction all alone. In any case, as the introduction wore on, he saw how well his group introduced the items and understood that they were performing similarly just as he was, and now and again far and away superior. By allowing his group to lead, Kind made an essential introduction and each retailer purchased its whole line of new items. Kind's 10th principle: envelope attention on the genius and the strengthening of your colleagues. Maintaining a thoughtful business is requesting, and it's imperative that you make all the difference for your group, even despite mishaps. Be that as it may, how? Enter the 10th and last precept of the sort theory. Attention on cleverness and engaging your group. So what's the significance here to be unique? Indeed, for a certain something. It's not equivalent to being economical. In the event that the primary need in your business is moderation, your colleagues' anxiety with financial plans will come to the detriment of other significant angles. In Kind's initial years, the Creator pursued down each and every late installment from his merchants and retailers. However, he before long understood that the hours spent pursuing a retailer who owed him $80 might have been exceptionally spent shutting new arrangements. Cleverness turned into his new center, and it served him well later on. At the point when Kind lost Starbucks as a retailer of the Kind bars, the group zeroed in on their creativity once more. Rather than being blinded by spending concerns, they zeroed in on the most proficient method to get into new stores and espresso chains. Thus, they effectively entered a few all-around respected chains like the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf and Pete's Coffee and Tea. At last, in the event that you enable your colleagues to think and act like proprietors, you'll cultivate an awareness of others' expectations and responsibility. Kind gives all its colleagues investment opportunities, treats each worker similarly, and urges them to make some noise and offer their thoughts, leaving colleagues feeling appreciated and focused on the business. In this way, at whatever point the business is progressing admirably, everybody can assume acknowledgement for the achievement. Moreover, if things are not working out in a good way, everybody will feel answerable for getting the business in the groove again. Along these lines, the duty regarding your business is shared. This is amazingly important for both your business and your workers, making a kind encounter for everybody included. Final summary. The main message in this book: doing the kind thing is tied in with being caring to both yourself and to the world. By making a credible brand that is driven by your interests and trusted by shoppers, you can guarantee that your business has a positive social effect while making long-haul progress. You like what you hear? Check out other personal development or business books. This video was made possible by your support. It takes a very long time to make one of our videos, so thanks to your contributions to Patreon and watching our videos, we are slowly able to do more and more of them. If you want to help us out, check out the Patreon page. If you like the contents of this video, check out other books in the description and suggest what book we should cover next.